do you need to go to art school to be a successful artist in today's society? No, I don't think so. But it is a question that I'm asking myself a lot more now. My name is Destiny. I do art, and it's something that I really love, and it's something that I like to pursue seriously at some point in my life. To give a little bit of background on my credentials, which I really don't have any because I obviously haven't been to art school. But I've been doing art. I've always been like a really creative kid. But I kind of got away from that in middle school. Like I haven't done a art class since literally elementary school. Everything else has been completely self-taught up until last year. I have notes over here because I ramble really bad. So my computer's trying to close. But I took my first ceramics class, which I absolutely loved. And that's another reason why I considered, because it's like the studio hours and the access to materials, and teachers actually teach you all that stuff. It's like really nice. But like I said, I started doing art again in high school, and never did the thought come across my mind of I'd be good enough to go to art school, or I'd be good enough to do this. And then there's also like that stereotype of, well, artists don't make money. And I've kind of also always had that like scarcity mindset, as sad as it is, because like I didn't grow up poor or anything. So why I had that mindset, I'm not sure. But like as a kid, I always loved animals. I still love animals and art, like my two passions. But like even as a really young kid, money was extremely important for making my future life decisions. So like elementary school was when I found out that being a veterinarian was the job where you could do something with animals that makes the most money, which like obviously isn't necessarily true. You could go branch out and do a whole bunch of different things, but that's kind of the mindset that I had from probably like first grade all the way up until like my sophomore year of college. So I was pretty hard set on it. There was nothing else that I ever wanted to do outside of like, for maybe 2 weeks I wanted to be a chef, and then I found out the insane hours that they work and that sometimes they don't really have lives, and that was not like cute for me. So I was like, absolutely not. But veterinarian, that was a route that I wanted to take, until I got to college and I realized that, well, these are things I already knew, but because of this mindset of, one, I'm not good enough to do art like full time, and two, I need something that's going to sustain me because I don't want to rely on anybody else. This was the reason why I took the leap of, okay, like I did ROTC in high school, I'll just do it in college, I'll get a scholarship. So even if the veterinarian thing doesn't work out, I still have a source of income, and I also won't have to pay for college. So I applied, I got the 4-year Army ROTC scholarship, which is like not terrible. Like I'm not in debt, which is awesome. But I'm thankful that I did it only because I did have a fallback plan, because being a veterinarian obviously did not work out. But so I was willing to do something that I knew I would not enjoy, something that I knew would take a lot of my time but would give me the benefits necessary to figure out what I actually want to do with life, because I've never wanted to do an extensive amount of time. I'm doing my 4-year minimum, and then that's it. And that's always been my mindset. It's a way to figure out how I'm going to survive and thrive. So yeah, so through this time I've been able to buy art supplies, and I took a art class. I want to take more, but like now I'm in a point in my job where I don't think my work schedule is going to be insane up until like we have a CTC that we're going to for a month, and then after that we shouldn't be doing anything crazy until like March or April time frame. So I have this allotted amount of time where I can go and take art classes, but then the thought comes up of, am I mentally ready to do classes when I have a full-time job? Am I financially ready to spend as much money as it could take if I do want to do it at a college? For whatever reason, there's a little bit of insecurity there of me being like 24, or will be 25 next year, going back to school. Granted, I'm sure like nobody's gonna look at me crazy for being like older, in the sense that most people in those probably beginning courses are going to be 18, 19, 20, and I'm going to be like 24, 25. That shouldn't make me insecure, but for whatever reason it does. I think it's kind of just because I never would allow myself to do anything that did not give me security. Like, I wasn't willing to take that leap. That's going in a whole different spectrum, but there's that, and then there's also like, can I sustain it? Can I be consistent? Can I be dedicated? Can I put forth the effort that's necessary? Because like, I've tried to take a class before, and it was on Skillshare, and it was also on a topic I just don't really care about. It was on realism, and he had us just drawing the same line over and over 200 times. Draw the same circle over and over 200 times. And this was also during COVID, so I was doing like at home school. So like, I was really bored, did not finish the course. But it was also something I didn't really care about. But also, I wasn't thinking about the long term of, okay, I'm drawing this line, this is boring. I'm drawing this circle, this is boring. But eventually this circle is going to connect to this line. This line is going to make a triangle or some type of shape. And these small practices are going to make me good at repeating the same thing over and over. And then after repeating this thing and this thing, it's going to build together. And now I can create like a fucking gorgeous piece because I have all of these like basic fundamental practices together. And I didn't realize that at the time. I do realize it now. But those are things that I think would be really useful for if I did go to art school, because like, I don't know the fundamentals on anything. Like I said, the last time I did a art class outside of that ceramics class was elementary school, so I don't understand shadows, I don't understand highlights, I don't understand like the fucking color theory, I barely get the color wheel, like all these things that I think are really essential to be able to produce the art that I want. Like, I love this, but this isn't what I was trying to do, and that's the point that I'm making. So I am hitting the point of thinking like, maybe I should, like, it would be an investment, but it would be one that I wouldn't regret. And if I do regret it, then I do. And I'm like, fucking 24, I have so much life to live. Why not take a risk on something that I ultimately do want to do as a career one day? Like, I would love for my job to be art. And like, it's not like I don't have people that support me. My mom supports me, my fiance supports me, like completely, like would let me just like, when I get out, fully go do this because you love it. And for me to not like take full, not accountability, but for me not to understand completely if like somebody loves me so much they want to see me be happy and do what I love, and me not invest into myself so that I can get better to actually do that is fucking insane. So I need to get rid of those insecurities and actually do things that are going to help me in the long run, you know? So I have a script over here, and I have not used it at all. So I'm gonna go through there and see what else I wrote, because now I'm kind of at a stopping point. And I wrote a script because I know I ramble bad. So let me look through here real quick. I like made bullet points, fucking chapters, basically. One thing I forgot to add to it, like my fiance did art in college, so he understands like the fundamentals and like how to help me through the issues that I'm having. Because like this painting, we're on the phone and I was painting this and I absolutely hated the point that I was at. He kind of talked me through, well, what do you not like about it? Is it the color? Is it the composition? Okay, well, you don't like these things, how can you fix it? Is it going to be like starting over? Is it going to be changing composition? Is it going to be changing color? Like, what can you do to improve it? And it was obviously a lot more in depth than that. I just don't know how to like re-explain it. But like, it got me to a point where I'm actually happy with it. Like, I hated this thing. I was going to stop completely and just start over and do something brand new. And having somebody that can counsel me like that and walk me through how to fix problems with my art would be so helpful. And like, he really wants me to submit like a portfolio to art school to see, not if I'll get in, because he's very confident that I'm gonna get in, because every time he sees me do art, he's like, you're getting so much better every time. And I really appreciate his support and encouragement. But to see where I'd place, like, would I be able to skip any classes? Would I be able to get like different opportunities, like scholarships, whatever. But yeah, so there's that. But once I get back from that, I do want to look into like photographing my art professionally and potentially sending in a portfolio, because like the worst I can say is no. you know, or like try again later, or get better soon, or some shit like that. But like, why not? If I have people supporting me and pushing me, because my mom's the exact way. She wants whatever's gonna make me happy is what she wants me to do, and she's gonna support me to the end. And I'm very lucky to have two people like that in my life, that only want to see me happy and only want to push me forward and only want to support me. So not doing it is kind of like a spit in their face too. And I never want to disappoint either one of them. They are the two most important people to me. So yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next topic. I was watching YouTube, as I do, because I fucking love YouTube. And I was trying to get inspired for like something to paint, because I haven't painted in a while outside of this, which like obviously I've expressed that I wasn't very happy with this. So I wanted to go back to the medium that I love, which is gouache. Very forgiving, love it the absolute most. I've used Arteza, I don't really care for it too much. And I have the Maya Jelly Gouache, which I have 2 palettes by them. It's the like massive 48 jelly gouache kit, and then I have the miniature version where it's also 48 gouaches, but it's just a miniature version, and it's my favorite thing ever. And it makes me feel comfortable and confident, and I love it very much. So I decided I was going to do that, but I was watching a creator on YouTube named Frankie, Franki, and I absolutely love her art. I was watching her sketchbook tour first, and the way that she describes her art is trippy, and I 1000% agree with it. It's very unique and colorful and like mushroom centric. Like she has a lot of that stuff in her art. It's just very pretty. Like I felt extremely inspired by that, and then I saw one of her videos where it was like inspiration for how to fill a sketchbook, which who doesn't fucking love those videos? I love those videos. And like I'm gonna go back, and I think I'm honestly gonna make a video of me using her video to finish my sketchbook, because I only have I think 7 more pages, and I'm really excited about that because this is my second completely finished sketchbook that I've ever done, so I'm really excited. Regardless, I was looking at it, and she had a prompt that like everybody knows and loves, of going on Pinterest, looking at your feed, and not like actively seeking anything specifically, but just looking at your Pinterest feed and starting to paint based off of that. So I created a board. I limited myself to 3 scrolls and 6 refreshes. And I created a board based off of that and took inspiration from that. So basically the goal was for one page to be an attempt at a recreation, to get to paint something as close to that picture as possible. And the second page's goal is just to create something that makes me happy and that I like, and something that I think is pretty. So I've painted the first one, the attempt at recreation. I'm not going to ruin it because you're going to watch me paint it. But I will say it did not go as planned. I love how it turned out, but the way that it turns out brings up another issue that I have of, if it's not going the way that it looks on here, I end up just being like, you know what, fuck it. I'm still going to make it to where I like it, but it's just not going to be what I initially said, and I need to learn how to actually follow through with creating what I said I was going to create. I haven't painted the second page yet, or I've like sketched it out, but I haven't painted it at all. It's going to be a seashell and an envelope that says, "To my love from your dove," and "Forever in love." It's like a little locket with a little bow on top, and I'm really excited to do that page. So I guess that means I should stop rambling and let you watch me paint the first thing, and then I guess I'll see you once I start painting the second thing. Did that make sense? I think it made sense. Honestly, if you've watched up to this point, I really appreciate you listening to my ramble. It means a lot. And I hope you've enjoyed the video up to this point, and I really hope you enjoy the art that I make too. So yeah, thanks for hearing me and seeing me.
Hey, I got a bad habit with my bad habits. It's like I see everything that I need, but I just can't grab it. I always let bad things take over me, man, I'm a damn addict. Cause the highs feel better than the lows, but it only get worse, better let it all go. Go. Each dose I take, I feel the same. just ease my temporary pain. But just like you, it always fades. I hope one day I turn the page, baby, it's fate. Maybe I showed up a little too late, baby. I'm slipping, I'm tripping on skates lately. I'm stirred crazy, it stays shady outside. Yeah, so I don't come around y'all too often. Feeling exhausted, baby, I'm off it. Everything changed when I turned it caution. Have caution, bear with me, I'm growing. But I couldn't grow with you, it's cool, I'm fine, I'm chilling, I'm stoic. I can't save you before I save myself, baby, I'm not that heroic. I gotta get where I'm going, I still gotta fix what's broken. Each dose I take, I feel the same. Just ease my temporary pain. But just like you, it always fades. I hope one day I turn the page. Each dose I take, I feel the same. Just ease my temporary pain. But just like you, it always fades. I hope one day I turn the page.
I'm gonna wait till the morning to peel this off just because the lighting's a little bit harsher than I'd like. I need to figure out how to make it a little bit more of like a natural color, but I mean it is coming from an artificial source. So that'll take some research because this is picking up a completely different color than what it actually is. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to sketch. I'm debating between 1 and 2 seashells. I kind of want to do 1, but I feel like the proportion would be really weird for this whole page just to be 1. So I think I may do 1 to 3. I'm just gonna see how the proportions look first, and maybe paint. I don't know if I'm going to, honestly, tonight. But it's now 3:52 a.m. and we started at 12:34. So, also on season 11 of Love is Blind. So we've made progress.
Season 11.
Episode 11.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine, gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric, right? You make me feel alive. I know July is gone. You make me feel at home in the neon glow. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. Beneath an endless night, the world spins around. You're there, ease my mind. Like stars that never die, you and I will shine during the darkest times. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season